Hello and welcome back to my little mini-series here on how to build a railway station in Minecraft. So we are coming to the end. The railway station at this point is fully constructed. Over the last several episodes we've built out parts of it and we've got the finished piece here. So what we're going to do now is just build a section of track so that way we can talk about some of the concerns and some of the changes from what you might see in the HurleyAllcraft world that improve this track some. So let's knock that out. We'll build this off just a little ways. What have I got here? Stairs. Alright, so when I'm building track I usually go line up and then just kind of back up. We don't want it too far out the gate here. We're going to go ahead and fork it. And so what we're doing is we are segregating traffic to one side or the other. And this means that on long trips you can have multiple people on the track at the same time. People on the same side of the rail are all going the same direction, so it doesn't cause any problem. So let's just build this out here a little ways. We won't have to go particularly far. And then what I'll do out here is we'll just have a little fun. We'll just loop it back around so we come back the same way. Okay, so this is where we would be running out to another railway station. So, in your world, these would be going off into the blue yonder, and, who knows how long it's going to take you to get where you're going. Some new and exciting destination. So, just to kind of show you how the rail works out here. So as we go into this, same thing as before. Let's run a little bit of rail on either side, and let's see. So naturally, this is going to go off to the right in this case. Now what we're going to do is adopt a convention that we're going to drive on the right side of the rail. Just like we drive on the right side of the road, at least here in the U.S. If you're over in England, you want to go to the other side, then you just invert what I'm doing, and you can drive on the left if that's what you want. So what we're going to do is put a detector rail right here, and this is actually very, very simple. You can just literally actually I'll put it one further back just to give myself a little bit more playroom here. And all we're going to do is put a little bit of redstone. I made it further back so I've got, again, a way to kind of play with the timing by having the redstone repeater here, and I can adjust the timing a little bit. If it gets too bad, we can shove it further out, but that's pretty much it. So as we approach it, we'll hit this, and it will cause the track to flip to this side so that we can come back. So now let's kind of talk about the concerns when we're running rail here. Based on some research I'd done, or not research I'd done, but the Minecraft wiki had a nice little article where somebody had actually run rails of different lengths and marked off kind of the distance that you had between consecutive power rail segments and how fast you went. And right around the mark of 40 or so, it was kind of like as you got further out, you went slower, spacing the power rails out, but right around 40 there was actually kind of a jump up where you would actually go faster by keeping at that distance. So based on that research, I had just marked mine at distance of 40. I don't know if I have enough room here to actually do that. Maybe I'll extend it. Let's say when we come right out the gate here, maybe we've come up. We should have some pretty good speed coming off this rail here. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We'll just extend it a little bit here. $33, $34, $35, $36, $37, $38. Well, that's all right. Didn't quite get it long enough. Okay, then at 39 we want to put the detector so that way we activate. And then I was putting 2 power rails and the updated version of this railway. as opposed to one. Originally I had a full duplex, bi-directional track with a detector rail, a power rail, a detector rail, and you go okay. It's a little bit faster if we do two together, and then of course in this case we're doing a single duplex. We only drive on one side of the tracks here. Now I'm not going to keep building this out. I'm just going to bring it out here so we can loop it around. We can finish the track together and just wrap it up, and you can see what happens. So let's take this out here, and we'll just have some fun. We'll just build a larger loop like this. And then coming back, we'll kind of assume same thing. We'll put a detector here because we're going the other direction. We'll just line up these power rails so we're not counting it out again. And then obviously, behind me it's not going to be set out at the distance of 40. But if you're running these tracks, if you want to try and save a little bit on the power rail, you can get about that distance and you'll see what the outcome looks like. So let's just run some rail around here. And then the other thing is, how do we light these tracks? So if we just left them the way they are right now, they'll actually spawn mobs. When it gets dark, you'll have all kinds of stuff that will spawn spiders, creepers, other things you'll run into in the dark. So we don't want to leave it that way. So I'd mentioned before about a block distance of 5 is more or less what you want to try to keep, or you'll wind up with dark spots in the track. So what I've been using on this new improved rail is some glowstone. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is tedious over long track distances, but 4, 5. I guess I got the patience to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that worked out perfect. Okay, so this is what rail would look like going between stations. You just run this duplex track. So 2 of these, single duplex on either side, out as far as you want to go. And then your next railway station, you would build it and join it up. And then you've got a completed track, and you can travel all around your world. So we'll throw a minecart on this real quick, and we'll watch it work, and then that's basically it, all there is to it. So here's a minecart. We built out the track on this side, so we're good. We push the button, and actually it's getting dark, so you'll actually be able to see this. So see how we went off to the right. Now we're coming back, and we should see our track switch if we got the timing right. Bam, there it switched. And so we were able to go out one side of the track, and then we came back in the other side of the track. Go ahead and take this off. It looks like it's getting dark, so I might actually be able to get a little shot of the lighted railway at night here and give you an example of what it would look like. Now, in general, you'll want to elevate it more than what I've got here. I mean, this is okay. It's on a flat world. This is as high as it would ever need to be. You're not going to have anything else that's going to be able to get up there. In real Minecraft world, you got, trees you're trying to go over and stuff. You can wind up with these elevated rails that are way up in the air, and they'll just be able to go over just vast distances. At this point, I'm usually setting my railway stations about 1.5 kilometers apart, which takes a fair amount of time and distance to get. It's a little bit of a drag to run the rails that long. And here you can see the lit rails. In this case, we need to add a little bit of light on our end here. I'm not going to put glowstone. I'll put some torches. But kind of where we've got our junction here, make sure that everything is fine. And then the other thing you'll see is you've got large distances. If you want to make something that looks like it's supporting the track, you can easily put together like a little stand for the track that looks kind of like this. And I'll usually do this on my risers and stuff. It looks like I've got something under there that's actually keeping the track up. Entirely up to you. Obviously you don't need it. It's just there for looks. And then kind of the same thing here. Sometimes I'll come and I'll kind of polish it up a little bit by just adding some structures that look like they're kind of holding the track up, make it a little more realistic. So, well, that is it. Hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope it was informative. If you were thinking about building a railway station and kind of wondering, how to do it, or running into a lot of problems with it and trying to figure out, solutions to it, then I hope that we've presented some ideas here you can use. Again, you don't have to build exactly this railway station. It's not the fanciest looking thing out there, but it's the engineering more so that's important than the overall look that I've got. So, any rate, again, hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.